Exactly. I can see them jumping in.
Yeah. Yeah. Here they go. Good. And we're live on Facebook too, which is always good. Pretty baby gumdrops. We'll get a nice following there as well. See if I can drum up. I'm gonna do my little followers. We do it. We have our little tags that sometimes brings out the love for everybody. And we'll try highlight. Here we go. Whoops. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Haven't seen you for a long time. There we go. Hello, hello. Hey, Raymond. Welcome. Giovanna, I haven't seen your name in a long time. How is everybody doing? Georgia, Idaho, here we go. Georgia, Pennsylvania, California. Okay, let's go, let's go. Everyone's doing it. Hey, Patty, how's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. Thank you, everyone. Connecticut, Missouri, North Carolina. Look at me. I know all like my states here, like the codes. There you go. Not bad, eh, William? Oh, I think William's frozen. He's very serious right now, but I think hi Fry. Yay. Yes, I love it. Nice. Hi, everybody. Hello, Joyce. It's been a while, huh? Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I think William is a little frozen here, but he's going to get himself sorted shortly. And we'll get his internet all perfect and ready to go. So I'm just going to be here by myself. And I just want to tell you that somebody that is tuning in live here today is going to win 3 nights at the TRS Yucatan Riviera Maya. Now, how awesome is that? Awesome. I love the hearts. Thank you so much, everybody. I also want to say, uh, we all you have to do is you just have to be here, and then you will automatically be entered into the draw. Okay, and we're going to call the lucky winner on Tuesday. So if you guys can just kind of stand by. And I don't know if you see an odd number calling you on Tuesday, don't think it's spam because it could be me or Sabrina or somebody calling you with the good news. And then, of course, we'll always send you guys an update afterwards. And afterwards, and then let you know who won. And there's always some bits and pieces that we love to send to you, probably that Will's going to talk about and you guys are going to want to get your hands on. We'll include that with any information as well. All right. So I'm not sure. Will, are you there, my friend?
Yes, I am. Sorry about it. I turned my video off, if that's okay. I
No
think that
worries. Yeah, yeah, no
we'll see how
worries.
it goes.
I think everyone on this session has experienced internet problems and whatever
Yes.
Zoom and all that fun stuff. So we all 100% understand. Even though we would love to see your smiling face, we have seen you before. So there you go. I'll send a picture of you afterwards to everybody. How's that?
Maybe I'll jump on at the very end when it's done. After my 4 hour
Yeah,
presentation, I'll get on at the very end. How about that?
smart, smart, smart,
Smart.
smart. All right, so everybody's in here, and I walk in everybody. I told them about your awesome prize. You're so kind and generous for the 3 nights at the TRS Yucatan Riviera Maya, and we're going to call the winner next week on Tuesday, and we'll send a follow up email. And of course, we have Will or William. Now let me see if I pronounce your last name correctly. Is it Count?
Cocky. It's as if
Oh,
there was a lie. Yes.
oh, okay. Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
cocky.
So
Yeah.
Will Cocky, yeah,
Mhm.
and he's BDM based in the Midwest.
Yes.
So if you're in the Midwest, Will is your person, your contact. But of course, Palladium has BDMs all over the US, and we'll send you your BDMs information if you have any questions, all that fun stuff. There you go.
Yeah.
Lisa's saying, "Hey, Will." Oh, hey, Will. There you go. Awesome. All right. So quickly, questions. If you guys don't mind, if you guys could please put your questions in the Q&A. It's at the bottom of the Zoom panel, right in the middle, Q&A. Put your questions in there. And then at the end of the session, Will and I will answer all of your questions. I just want to say hey to our Facebook agents. Hello. I see you guys adding Jeremy has already added his email address. And oh, wait, just before I say that, do not add your email address in the chat box. If you're with us via Zoom, you're good. I got you. I have all your names. You don't have to do a thing. It's just Facebook. If you're watching via Facebook, throw your email address in the comment area. That way we can enter you into the prize as well. Okay, and feel free in the comment area on Facebook to ask questions. I'll make sure those are asked as well. And you guys are welcome to chat. Tell us what your favorite Palladium property is, or maybe you have a particular staff member, or I don't know, a really great selling tip for one of the properties that you're sharing with your clients, and that's what's helping you secure the booking. Please feel free to throw that in the chat. That'd be nice. Okay, well, they're here for you. They're not here for me. So I'm going to stop talking finally, and you can bring me back on for question and answer. Sound good?
Everyone.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks again for the introduction. And hopefully you guys can hear me. No internet issues. So I'll begin by mentioning internet issues, but I'll try to begin here. So again, my name is Will. I'm the business development manager here in the Midwest for Palladium Hotel Group, and we are a Spanish-owned chain. We've got resorts here in Mexico and the Caribbean. We do have some also in Europe, but we're going to talk about here Mexico and the Caribbean and our resorts. Here are some of the brands that we offer. TRS is our adults only brand. Grand Palladium is for everyone else. And then we have our family selection concept, which kind of slots in the middle. It gives the adults that are staying with their families the ability to go over to our TRS adults only property, while the regular Grand Palladium guests do not. And they also have their own amenities and services as well that are exclusive for family selection guests. And we're going to be bringing that concept because here right now we have it in Cancun and Riviera Nayarit. We also have brought it last year to our resort in Riviera Maya. And next year, we are making a renovation to our property in Bávaro, and that is going to be getting the family selection concept as well. So that's a little bit about our brand. Some of these other brands, like I said, are going to be in Spain and also some countries in Europe. So we'll just talk about our Grand Palladium, TRS, and family selection. Down at the bottom, you might notice the Rafa Nadal Tennis Center. That is in our resort in Costa Mujeres. And we also have Chic Cabaret. That is one of our entertainment offerings for all of the guests that are staying at our TRS properties, $55 additional to see our Chic Cabaret show. And then we also have mice and weddings team as well. You might notice the Hard Rock emblem on here. We do have that license in Ibiza and Tenerife, but we don't have it in North America. So we're not the all-inclusive collection. We don't have anything in North America under that brand. But here is what we do have in North America under our Grand Palladium brands. It's those family-friendly hotels, unlimited a la carte dining. There's no reservations as well. And family selection, again, they have the additional perks and benefits for staying in the Grand Palladium that the regular Grand Palladium guests do not. And again, we have 3 of those currently and 1 coming to Punta Cana in 2025. And then our TRS properties, we've got TRS Yucatan, TRS Coral, both serviced out of Cancun Airport. And then in Punta Cana, we have TRS Cap Cana and then TRS Turquesa. And we'll be talking about all of them. And here they all are, just kind of a refreshment. So then in Cancun, looking about a 40-minute north transfer time to Costa Mujeres, we do have the Coral, the Grand Palladium Costa Mujeres, and a family selection. Down in Riviera Maya, we do now have a family selection in the Quintana. And we also have the Colonial, White Sands, and the TRS Yucatan. You can see what we have in Vallarta. Montego Bay, we don't have a TRS, but we do have 2 Grand Palladiums, the Lady Hamilton and the Jamaica. And 2 locations on Bávaro Beach, Williams, and TRS Turquesa. And then the TRS Cap Cana Hotel, which is the smallest one we have. Talk about them individually. Here we have our property in transfer time for the month. We have those clients that maybe they don't necessarily, it's direct to Negril, and they're the last people to be picked up on the way to the airport. So they dropped off first and picked up last, so that's shared, but it would be direct. I checked it out myself. 2 sides, we've got Grand Palladium Jamaica in blue, Lady Hamilton in yellow. And they share all the same facilities and amenities. Here is a view of it. New for us, coming this year, we are doing a renovation on the Lady Hamilton side. Jamaica was renovated 2 years ago. And if you look at the foreground here, those smaller buildings, those are what we call right now the romance bungalows. We're bringing a new concept called the signature level, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. Those are adults only, those small buildings. All the other buildings welcome guests of all ages. So we do have certain room categories which are adults only. That is on the Lady Hamilton side. But Lady Hamilton does welcome guests of all ages. It's just these villas that are adults only. That's the second biggest pool in the Caribbean. On the left is the Grand Palladium Jamaica lobby. On the right is the Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton. On the top floor is all of the main a la carte restaurants. On the bottom floor is all the buffet restaurants. And again, no reservations or restrictions at the restaurants. This is what the Lady Hamilton side looks like. And we have suites and junior suites on there, as well as those romance bungalows. And suites and junior suites can be combined, so get a maximum of 8 between those two accommodations. And this is the side on Grand Palladium, Jamaica. You know, this is a little bit more vibrant on the Lady Hamilton side. This has been renovated in the last 2 years. So it's been less than 2 years since this renovation was completed. And it's a little bit more functional, a little bit more universal in feel. So that's the difference between Grand Palladium, Jamaica and Lady Hamilton. And again, they share all the same amenities and facilities outside. We added, when we did the renovation on the Jamaica side, some plunge pools as well. So there are 20 oceanfront plunge pools, and I did say that right, oceanfront plunge pools. And if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, that is what some of them look like. And again, what is the signature level I'm talking about? Well, this is what it is: 156 rooms on the on the Lady Hamilton side, opening up for Thanksgiving, are going to have these additional amenities and benefits. And again, the bungalows are adults only. However, there are 2 villas in there which have suites and junior suites, and they will welcome guests of all ages. So that is coming for this year in Jamaica. So look for that. That's a new room category sold through all the major wholesalers. Shifting gears a little bit, this is our resort in Riviera Maya, about an hour and a half from the Cancun airport. A big property, and I take that back. This isn't Riviera Maya, this is Punta Cana. So this is, again, a big property, but this is our resort in Punta Cana. I apologize for that. You can see that there's the Barbaro, the Grand Palladium Punta Cana, and the Grand Palladium Palace, as well as the TRS. When we have a TRS with these other Grand Palladium resorts, the TRS guests have access to the Grand Palladium, while the Grand Palladium guests do not. Now, that being said, our project for next year is to close the Grand Palladium Barbaro. That is the resort all the way on the left. And that is going to get an update and refurbishment, and it is going to reopen as Barbaro and also Family Selection Barbaro. So it's not going to be completely converted over to Family Selection, but that will open up in December of 25. Between April and December of next year, the Barbaro will be closed, but Punta Cana and Palace will be open. And then again, once they get that Family Selection up and running, those guests will have the ability to go over to TRS Turquesa. Again, share all the same amenities and facilities outside of the room, but you can kind of see that they look slightly different on the inside. Maximum for all our resorts is 4 in a room. We don't have rooms that accommodate 5 people, but you can get a suite and junior suite to combine. And again, with our restaurants, there are no reservations or restrictions, with the exception of the teppanyaki table. You might have to make a reservation for that, but the rest of the restaurants do not. We offer at all the resorts amenities for children. We don't really have like thrill water slides that some 13-year-old is going to think is gnarly or anything like that. But we definitely have facilities and slides for children, a little bit more pronounced than what you see here, but not, like I said, no real adventure parks, water parks in our resorts. Here is the renovation, which we are going to be doing in Barbaro. And again, this is going to be coming between April and December of next year. So look for that. So it's still going to be the same number of rooms, but there are going to be 160 of those rooms, which are going to be the family selection concept, which gives them additional amenities and facilities that are exclusive to them, and the ability to make reservations at the restaurants if desired, where the rest of the guests cannot. And here's what some of those rooms will look like when they are completed. And look for that for about 14 months from now. So that's going to be the project we're doing in Barbaro in 2025, and they'll be really nice when they're there. They did a great job in Cantona when we did the renovation in there last year. And here's some more renderings about some of the areas which are going to be renovated on our property in Barbaro. And again, do a really good emphasis on food and beverage at all the resorts, and you can dine a la carte every night if you like. There is no restrictions on that. So that is a little bit about our resort in Barbaro. Also serviced by the Punta Cana Airport is our Cap Cana property. This is the smallest. There isn't a real beach. There is a beach where you can see it, but it's not real pronounced or anything. So don't sell it necessarily for those beach lovers. They will take them a 5-minute ride over to Banillo Beach, which is a blue flagged, really nice beach, but it's just not steps from the hotel. They do have access to go over to TRS Turquesa, which is our Barbaro property. They'll have to provide their own transportation, but they have full access to over there. So if they wanted a real one day, they can go over, see our chic cabaret show, maybe go down in the morning, spend some time at the Barbaro Beach, get ready for the show, and then come back later that evening. That's something a TRS Cap Cana guest could do. And if you have those clients that have multiple yachts, well, look at all that parking. They can park all their yachts at our Marina Hotel here in Cap Cana. Again, 133 rooms, and it is great if you have anybody that is looking to potentially do a buyout. A lot of great balconies, and 33 of the 135 rooms are swim outs. So plenty of swim outs and great balconies as well. So that's TRS Cap Cana. And new for us is we're offering the ability to bring your dog on with us. Also, they're going to take guests. It's an adults only hotel, but they'll take guests as young as 16. If you register them ahead of time, they'll get their not 18-year-old wristband. But so a couple of different things that we do at Cap Cana because of the flexibility of it being so small. Shifting gears finally, I guess I would jump the gun when I said earlier that we're going to Mexico, but here we are in Mexico now. This is our Costa Mujeres property, about 40 minutes north of the Cancun airport. So the transfer time, like I said, about 40 minutes or so. We're just north of the Playa Mujeres property. TRS Coral is in the charcoal and Grand Palladium is in the blue. That yellow building is our family selection, and you can use your imagination and color in building 11 there, which is right across from building 12. That's also family selection as well now. The concept's been so well received, they improved it as far as the number of rooms that are offered. The orange buildings are the common areas. Zentropia is the spa, a really big spa there, a great spa there. And then the village is those grouping of of yellow, orange buildings that are in the upper left-hand corner. That is the area at night where the convention center is, where a lot of the a la carte restaurants are, where the show is, where Chic Cabaret, the coffee shop, the teens club. That's kind of where at night, most of it's kind of like a European piazza. You know, at night people are at cobblestone streets walking around, enjoying the time out there. Rooftop bar as well. And the chapel, we have a consecrated Catholic chapel on property. This is the Rafa Nadal Tennis Center. Now it's got 8 clay courts, great for those that are looking to improve their tennis game. And here's a little bit about our Costa Mujeres property. You can see the number of rooms, et cetera, and what we offer. The other side is, again, the TRS Coral, and sitting in the middle is the Grand Palladium family selection, where those adults do have the access to Coral. And just to give you a look and feel of the property, here's what the main pool areas look like. Both that was Grand Palladium, and this is TRS Coral. And again, this is a family selection concept. They have their own areas. Checked in, out, and mirrors and here, and some of the other things that offers, and see the total number of restaurants and things that are offered. And again, this is the a little bit about the Rafa Nadal Tennis Center. So if you have anybody that even thinks about playing on clay, that is what the selling point is. It's clay courts, and they do not allow pickleball. All of our resorts have pickleball courts, but not on the clay courts of the Rafa Nadal Tennis Center. So look for that. That is Costa Mujeres. That's about 40 minutes north of the Cancun. Hour and 25 minutes south is our resort here in Riviera Maya. You can see in the yellow, going from left to right, is the Ketana, the Colonial, White Sands. Those are the 3 Grand Palladiums in yellow, blue, and salmon. And then up atop is the TRS Yucatan. That is our adults only property. And again, TRS guests have access to the entire complex, and the Grand Palladium guests just have Grand Palladium exchange privileges. They do not have TRS unless they're staying at our new Grand Palladium Katana family selection. So this, I need to update, did open in December of 23, built a new building as well. So they have some great rooms. There are 170 rooms for those that are looking to spend a little bit extra to get a whole lot more. And they have access, again, the VIP bracelet will take them over to TRS Yucatan and all the amenities that the TRS property offers. Again, here is some of what the rooms look like, and their private pool. You can see that kind of borrowed the concept that they had up in Costa Mujeres, and it worked so well there. Why not try it down in Riviera Maya? And you can see some of the restaurants that we have as well. Katana, White Sands, and Colonial, again, share all the same facilities and amenities outside of the rooms. And this is what TRS Yucatan looks like, and one of you will be lucky enough to be staying in that junior suite there in the upper left-hand corner. It is a really great resort. The bungalows on the right, they are adults only bungalows for 2 people with the outdoor shower. And I don't know if you get any honeymooners The big thing with all brides, what every bride wants on their honeymoon right now, is access to a canoe. And look at that. We just happen to be the only resort that does have it. They may or may not be asking for it, but yeah, there is a little pond on a lake on property where they can canoe on as well. So that's a little bit about Riviera Maya. The third resort that we have here in Mexico is in the Riviera Nayarit, about a 40-minute transfer time from the Puerto Vallarta airport near Sayulita and the Nayarit attractions. Blue is the family selection. There is no corresponding TRS here. And the yellow are the regular Grand Palladium guests. So they do have an enhanced family selection here. They just don't have some of the same amenities and facilities that we have when we have a TRS as well. Great family destination on the Pacific West Coast where some great sunsets and some waves as well. So look for that. It is for adults as well, but definitely geared for families with the family selection. All of our TRS properties have the Chic Cabaret. This is a 3-hour show. It's about $55 additional to see it. Give you a little preview of it. Hopefully my internet didn't jam that up too much and you guys got a feel of that. So Chic Cabaret goes about 5 or 6 nights a week. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. I'm taking too much of my time. So it goes about 5 or 6 nights a week. $55 additional for TRS guests, $155 for anybody else that's not staying at TRS. Starts with a pre-party beforehand, post-party after. A lot of fun. The family selection guests have access to it as well, and it gets out in time to pick up the kids before the 11 p.m. Kids Club cutoff. Bravo. Chic Cabaret and Bravo. Bravo is a restaurant with a show. Chic Cabaret is a dining and show experience. So Bravo, you can get a reservation, you can show up, you can eat, you order off the menu, you watch some of the show, then you go home. Chic Cabaret, everybody comes at the same time. You're getting all your meals at the same time, and it's an event. So that's the difference, just a little bit. And Bravo is an additional amount as well. That's $35 for that. New for us, pickleball is the big thing. Obviously, all the resorts have added pickleball courts, so you can let your clients know that you can go to Grand Palladium and play pickleball. We've also added in our Costa Mujeres property this dining on a boat concept, and you can see that it is a little bit extra as well, $25 for US adult. But it is a lot of fun. It's a Mexican experience there. And here is a couple other things. Oh, I went too fast. The bingo and Le Petit Chef. Let me see if I get the bingo video to go, because it's kind of fun. And Le Petit Chef. So bingo on the nights that Chic Cabaret doesn't go, and like I said, it goes between 5 or 6 times a week, depending on occupancy. They do this bingo show, which is like it sounds. So you win money and prizes, and it's fun. They do something around it too. So every night there'll be something going on in the Chic Cabaret Theater. Le Petit Chef on the right here, that is an interactive dining experience where they kind of reveal and tell a story down on the table while you're eating, and then the food comes and kind of finishes it off. So you can see that's an interactive dining experience, and that is the Riviera Maya and Costa Mujeres as well. I hope you can browse that other property. Some of the things that we do are a little bit different as part of the entertainment and beverage offering. For that, and then keeping everybody happy, healthy, and safe while on property. There's no language barrier for most of our guests when they go to Jamaica, but we do have this at all the resorts, including Jamaica, where they can ask for one of these dietary cards upon check-in and show it to the guests and the staff, and they'll know what they can and cannot eat while they're on property. So we definitely keep the health and safety of everybody in mind. We do have beach wheelchairs and accessible rooms at all of our properties as well. The one in Costa Harris, that was built from the ground up in 2018. So that's the one I think that is going to be most accommodating to guests with disabilities, but all of them are available to guests of all ages. And of course, and abilities. We do have a Groups for Fun program. You can use it for any of your wholesale partners, and we do have some great group benefits, so you can look for that with us. We work with all the great wholesalers. And of course, weddings, I could do a whole presentation just on weddings, but I'm not. Right now, we're doing a free wedding promotion, and up to a certain amount, weddings are free. It is up until November 18th. So look for that with us at all your wholesaler partners, or go to our palladiumweddings.com for more information. I apologize, I didn't have the information to put on here. And again, talk about our sales staff. I'll leave this on here for a second. So you can see where our sales staff is, where we're located. I'm in the great state of Illinois, but we do have people throughout the country here. So go ahead and take a look at that and reach out to your BDMs. You've met me now, and if you really want me to answer a question for you, be happy to do that as well. But those are our full staff here and our sales team in North America. One thing I didn't have a chance to put on here, and I apologize, is we have a new agent reward program, palladiumpro.com. So please, write that, make a note, go to palladiumpro.com. If you were a member of palladiumconnect.com, our previous agent reward program, look, you should still be there, but you never know. So take a look at palladiumpro.com. It's no longer Palladium Connect. Of course, we do have an app for your guests once they get on property to know what's going on. And that is pretty much what I had to share with you guys. So now I'll see if it looks like the video did come back up. I didn't jam you up so well. So thanks a lot. And let me know if we can answer any questions. And thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
No worries. Thanks, Will. Wow, that was a lot. You have a lot of amazing product, and you went through it all and gave us kind of all the highlights of each one. So lots of really lovely comments. I know there's lots of favorite properties. Agents were making notes along the way. So I'll make sure you get a copy of the chat so you can read through that as well. But we do have a couple of questions. I just want to say, hey, thank you. Oh, and Vanessa is on Facebook here. Thank you, Facebook agents. We have quite the nice following here. Vanessa's just lovely comment saying, thank you for taking the time to talk about guests with disabilities. It's very important. So there you go. All right. I think, another question from Facebook, and then I'll go into the Zoom questions. What's the cost of the cabaret? I think you mentioned that, but just if you can recap that.
Sure. Guests that are staying at TRS, or guests that are staying at the family selection, the rate for them is $55. For guests that are not staying, a Grand Palladium guest or somebody who coming off the property, then it's $155. I think they kind of instituted it because when they first started, they didn't have a reservation fee for TRS guests, and yeah, they would make reservations and then maybe not make it that night. So I think that's to make sure that they get. So yes, that's the cause. And like I said, high production value, and it really impresses. So yes.
Good. Yeah, no, I've heard amazing things about it. So that's great. Awesome. All right. Karen was asking, will we be able to download this presentation afterwards? Well, we are recording it. So that will be available on the Palladium dedicated page probably within a couple of hours after it's done. But I'm not sure if you are willing, if you can maybe send me or a PDF copy of this PowerPoint.
We can work on the backside.
All right. Okay.
I'm sure we can make this valuable presentation available. Yes.
Perfect. So Karen, so stand by. What I'll do is I'll include the PowerPoint or PDF or however Will sends it to me. I'll include it when we send out the follow-up email next week with the prize winner names, and that'll be part of our follow-up. So Joyce was asking, hey Joyce, is there any transportation around the property, such as golf carts for people with mobility challenges? And you talked about a lot of properties today. So I don't know if that's like a rule of thumb or.
Yes. Yes, all of the resorts, with the exception of the one in Vallarta, I think that would be the one that'd be most challenging for folks with disabilities. That being said, as well, I did visit Vallarta, and we did take my mother, who's in her 80s, and her friend too, and they had a little bit, but there is a way around. It's just not the most direct. So yes, all the other resorts, and Vallarta is the one that's the smallest as well, do have cart transportation available. The one that might be a little bit more of a challenge, it's situated on a hill, might be the most challenging,
Right.
and it doesn't have a cart.
That makes sense. It definitely makes sense, and definitely for a joyride for sure.
Mhm.
Um, okay,
Yeah.
Carol's question is, what is the age for adults only?
18 and over, with the one caveat for TRS Capcana, which they do allow now, and that's new as well, 16.
Oh, okay. It's adult families that like something a little bit nicer. Um, and just saying beach chairs and just said that's wonderful. So I guess that's, I don't know if it's just beach chairs, question mark. That's wonderful. So I'm sure there's
Yeah,
lots of
there's
beach.
full,
Yeah.
depending on the resort.
Um, and just asking maybe actually, do you mind just going back one more slide and we'll just sit on the BDM
Oh
territory
yeah, sure, that makes more sense.
flyer?
Sure.
And just so you guys know, if you look in the chat box, if you're with me via Zoom, I added the PDF, this flyer. I had the PDF from Wells Head Office. So I uploaded in the chat box. You can download the PDF. Facebook Agents, I actually gave you a link that you can just click on, and that will take you to this page as well. You can just download it, or you can go to the dedicated Palladium page and Spold agent, and it's right there for you to view and download as well, or just simply take a picture right here, right now. Okay, great.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Okay, are reservations needed in all restaurants?
No.
Mm, if you can hear me well, if you can hear me well, I think you're on. You're just cutting up and frozen right now. If you just want to, let's see. I don't think he knows he's frozen. So I'm just going to talk and then he'll unfreeze in a second. So I'm just going to say, so Lane, and there's Celine. Bonjour, Celine. Lane, you were asking for a copy of the PowerPoint. Yes, I'm going to send it to everybody that tuned in live via Zoom. We'll send that over next week. Oh, it might be your net, but don't see link. You know what? You know what I'll do is I will include the BDM flyer when I send out the oh, there he is. He's gone. It's just me. He'll be back.
I'm back. Sorry.
I'll include the flyer link. Sorry, Will, are you there?
Yeah, I am. I'm back now again. I don't know
Okay,
what the deal is.
that's
There's the
okay.
as far as restaurant reservation policies. That's where I kind of cut off.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Not they are not accepted for Grand Palladium guests. They are for TRS guests, but family selection guests as well. They can make reservations, but not required. But it can be done as for both family selection and TRS, but Grand Palladium not done, not needed.
Okay. Perfect. There you go. Very nice. Um, And I was just seeing, I was just talking about a few other people have said they want a copy of the power of the presentation as well. So don't worry, everybody here. I'm gonna like send you an email. I'm gonna give you everything that you've asked for. So copy the PowerPoint. I'll also attach the BDM flyer as well. If you can't wait till next week and you need to talk to someone today, I'll
Exactly.
throw in the link to the dedicated Palladium US page and just click on it and then just go to the bottom and it's right there and you can download it or just simply take a picture if it's coming up clear enough for you. Okay. Oh, there's three more. What's happening here? Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Lots of love, lots of thank you. I'm just going to check Facebook really quick. Facebook is good. Thank you, Facebook agents. You know what? You got off easy, Will. I'm telling you, maybe because it's Friday. I don't
I
know. Or
guess.
or it's because you covered it all in your PowerPoint presentation. And
Can I take the rest of
um
the day off?
yeah,
All
100%,
right, thanks,
right?
thanks, boss. All right.
Are you guys okay with Will taking the rest of the day off? What do you think?
All right. I mean, hey,
Let's
all right,
let's show
perfect. Hey.
some love and support. Let's get our reactions going. There you go. I got one thumbs up. Oh,
All right,
two.
I'll
There you
take
go.
it.
Here they come. They're saying yes.
Perfect. Thanks, boss.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone today for tuning in, taking some of your valuable time to tune in and learn about Palladium. We love Palladium here at Spoiled Agent. They have a great agent rewards program. There's a specialist program. Make sure you guys are, if you were part of Palladium Connect before and you haven't checked out the new Palladium Pro, make sure that you check that out. And yeah, make sure you're recording those tour operator bookings. Okay, you have to do that, or you're not going to get rewarded. So in agent
Right.
rates and all sorts of great stuff. So do that, please, everybody, with sugar on top.
Easy.
Will, you're the best. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I'm so glad I got to do this with you today. It's been a while, so we
Been a while,
appreciate
yeah.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry for the glitches.
No worries, no worries. It worked out okay. There's a few little parts, but in the end, it all worked out, and I think we know what you were saying.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Someone just met you on Monday at the Milwaukee Mix.
Milwaukee, I had to think where I was Monday. Yeah, we were
Where
in
was I?
Milwaukee and great partners there, and then with some other partners later in the week. So yeah.
Yeah, it is that time of year, right? You're here, there, and everywhere.
Yes, definitely are.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of great
Okay,
agents.
great. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Have a
Bye.
great weekend and good luck. Someone's going to TRS Yucatan. I'm telling you.
They're gonna enjoy it. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.